to that handicapping show. I'm Claire Novak, joined today by Ellis Starr of Equibase and Tom Lamara, and we are here to talk about the Gotham Stakes, which is a Grade 3 at Aqueduct, a mile and a 16th for the 3-year-olds on the road to the Kentucky Derby, carrying on the New York Series. And of course, Sunny Ridge will be the horse that everyone is watching in here because he won the Withers. But I have some questions about Sunny Ridge, such as how his connections have said he's not going to aim for the Derby. They're going to try to run Preakness, Haskell. Of course, that has to do with his connections. There's some interesting horses in here, though. Conquest Big E, the classic underachiever. And I'm going with neither of those horses. But before I talk about my picks, let's talk about yours.
At this point, I don't really care whether Sunny Ridge is going to run the Derby or not. If he gets the 50 points, he will. Well, I mean, it's about this race, and that's what I'm all about. And this is really an interesting horse. This is your horse that you love as a handicapper to see because he's improved in every single race in terms of his Equibase figures as well as his buyers, except for his last. But in the Equibase category, he's gone up from a 72, 3 races later a 98, and last race 106 in the Withers, which was a very good race because he did take a licking and keep on ticking. He just took it all and won by 3/4 of a length. I'm glad I made Tom chuckle with that one. It's his second race on the inner, so he has lots of reason to improve, and I am going to be kind of a chalky weasel, but I think Sunny Ridge should win. I am taking a stand against the Browns and the Pletchers here, which I know you guys have different opinions on. I think Adventist is an improving horse because he actually had some trouble. He was green. It was only his first route when he ran third behind Sunny Ridge. I think he's got a lot of improving, and I like the bullet workout. And I think Conquest Big E, like you said, the underachiever, should also move forward. It's his second race as a 3-year-old.
Yeah, I needed to get him out of Florida in that tougher circuit, bring him up here to New York and run against some easier company in the Gotham. But it will be interesting to see how he does. Now, Tom, you and I... Actually, Ellis and I had all the same horses. You were a standout with one of your horses, and I believe that was Rally Cry?
Rally Cry, yes. Yes. This race was like a crapshoot. I think it's a crapshoot. I can't really judge how the pace will necessarily go. There's some stretch-out horses in here like Shagaf, Mo Power, who ship up from Florida, as does Rally Cry. I guess this is the spot where he might be able to get some points. Leaving Florida. He had a very eventful trip last time out in a non-winners of one other than at Gulfstream. Made a couple moves, was inside. I thought it was kind of a messy trip, and I'll be curious to see how he is stretching out. I didn't have a morning line yet for this. He's not a horse that I would play if he's like 3-1, but I think he'll be pretty good odds in here. He drew the outside post 8, which is no big deal for this horse. So I'm just taking a shot in this race. I really liked Mohayman last week, but big deal, right? But this here, I'm just taking a shot.
Just the Derby favorite. Go ahead.
Yeah, just the Derby favorite. I really like him, but nobody cares about that because this is the Gotham. Well, I will say that I do agree with you about Adventist, and it was funny because Frank Angst and I were talking yesterday, and Frank is a big, player who, when he comes on the show to give picks, those are picks that he's playing and, putting his own money on the line. And I know you do that. You both do that as well. I don't do it as much. But Adventist just seems to be an improving runner and one that Frank has on his list to watch. So I decided when I was trying to split the field, which we mentioned is very evenly matched, that I was going to go with Frank's gut feeling that this is an improving horse for Leah Giarmati, and gotta love the Any Given Saturdays, of which Opportunity is one. So there you go.
So you guys left Shagaf off of your top 3?
Left Shagaf off. But my other horse is Conquest Big E, just because I find it very difficult to believe that he is going to not hit the board in this race.
Yeah, I left Shagaf off as well as your horse Rally Cry because they have regressing Equibase speed figures, and I want horses that are improving.
All right.
All right. Is this the Equibase race of the week?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so go to Equibase for more analysis and free products.
Yes.
I'm getting pretty good at that. Bloodhorse.com for all of the weekend recaps and coverage. Follow us on Twitter. We want to thank Equibase for sponsoring the show. Thank you for watching.